Hi, so today I'm Jody. I'm Jody every day, but you're in Jay's studio. No, I don't have makeup on. I did not do my hair, and I'm not one to do that very often. So I am trying to get this room sorted, organized, clean. And every time I look online to see a video to really boost me into, inspiration to come up with something, it's all decluttering the craft room. I'm not out to declutter because I just basically purchase most all of this stuff. It's a matter of organizing and trying to get it set up. And now that I'm going to say 99% of my items that I've purchased over the last couple of months have all come in. I got a few stragglers left to come in. And today is the big snowstorm. I will insert a few pictures here of what we're looking at. At the moment it's 10 o'clock and it's snowing outside really pretty nicely. I will turn you around so you can see. That is what I look at out the window. Lots of trees, lots of snow, which just makes me so happy. So, but that's also a mess that you see that we have to organize. But I'll take you through all that. Okay. In the meantime, I've decided to just throw caution to the wind and until we lose power, if we lose power, well, even if we do, I can still film. I'm going to just set this camera up and I will edit out all the really boring stuff. But at the moment, even though I bought a, I don't know where it is, P-Touch printer, the Brother P-Touch printer thing, everything's getting marked in pink. That way, until it is in its permanent spot, it's going to be in pink, and then that way I can see what drawers I have empty, where everything is, if I need to move it to a bigger drawer kind of thing. And I have no idea where I'm looking, so I'm looking at my background here actually. I guess I need to look up there. New camera. This is a DJI Osmo. Bought it before we went to, I don't know if I even said anything, but we took a trip around the country and went out to see my grandkids in Arizona and then just kept driving. We did one big circle. So I bought this because there's like 60 hours, I believe, 62 hours that you can film, and you don't have to keep changing out the card and doing all that. And it holds a good battery charge. So this was really good. And if I had to pick up it's got the little micro SD card, which is really, really funny to me, but at least I had all the equipment so I could download it. Plus right now I'm having issues with my regular camera, which is right there. Yeah, hooked up, but it won't focus, so I've got to get back in there and learn all the stuff to take care of it. Anyway, I got all my other gear hooked up. I've got everything set except for the camera, and I don't have the patience today to do that. I started doing some crafting yesterday, and I made, all right, so this is a bookmark, and I may put more on it, but I haven't done more yet. I made a little jar, and on the back of it, it has a little tag that'll go into a junk journal, so you can write on it. And what else did I make? Oh, I made a little notes envelope. Even got my little tiny attacher out and used it. And this is so you can write little notes. So, and then that just gets slid in there. So, there we go. There's the 3 items that I made yesterday just for fun. Did I film it? No. My niece was here, and was it yesterday? It doesn't matter if it was yesterday or it was the day before. I cannot no, it was the day before. Other little tidbit is the doctor has put me on Ozempic for, I have diabetes, and the next step beyond this, because it just won't seem to work, the medicine that they give me doesn't work, makes me very, very sick on a daily basis. But the Ozempic makes me, if I eat the wrong food, and in the last 5 weeks that I've been on it, only 3 days have I eaten the wrong food, and it makes me uber sick for an entire night. So then I'm exhausted the next day. So I was in bed yesterday, just exhausted, not feeling well. But cutting out those foods, I am perfectly fine. So far it's starting to work really well. Good thing. And no, it's not sweet well, it was yesterday. I ate a couple of cookies, but it's like really greasy meat, made me so sick. And pasta. I had pierogies, and I know I've had the potatoes, mashed potatoes and onions, and they didn't bother me, so it's got to be the pasta. And they were just boiled. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. And that's where we're at right now. So as I watch the snow and clean this room, I'm going to put this camera up on the someplace, I don't know where, and I'll edit it down clearly, because there's just so much. There's so much. And I will explain if I am really organizing something. But I got some ideas for back here, and I've been fiddling around with a couple of things, and we'll just go from there. I'll figure out how we're going to do this, and we'll get this place done. So I'll take you on a really quick trip around the place and show you what's going on. Okay, so a friend of mine was a little shocked that I showed you guys this, but I'm not hiding any of this. I'm still working on a lot of it. That entire cabinet right now is filled with tech gear. I gotta find a good way of organizing it. Again, this pile has not been touched other than added to. Found this at a reuse. I'm going to hang that on the wall. I've got quite a bit done. So, yep, here we go. Got my water tank in here so I can set my coffee cup stuff up. Got piles of stuff I'm still working on. My sister gave me that box, and it's filled with scrapbook paper. Any drawer that you don't see pink on is empty. Everything with pink has got stuff in it. That took a whole day. That and my other one that has my pencils. Underneath here, this one is primarily empty. There are bins that I've been sorting things. Let's see, here, there's my ring light that I took apart because I am using those lights right now because we kept tripping over this. I gotta get that hooked up someplace where it's not going to be bothersome. Bags, boxes. Let me pull you up here. That's the beginning of the snowstorm. Hold on, you'll see a truck, or a, yeah. you go. And this is just the beginning. They're telling us we're going to get like 24 inches, 18 to 24. All right, so these are holiday stuff. I'm probably going to put those in my closet. And then junk journal starters, junk journal jewelry that I've made, junk jewelry stuff because I've made jewelry. Sewing, there's the beginning of it. Slow stitch, those are all my hand stitch stuff, but I haven't gotten there yet. It's in boxes. Embroidery and cross stitch. Yeah, my sister thinks my hands are good enough to use that. Heater is not plugged in, so, and all that's the same. It's the wooden stuff. You know, any of that, that's got to get hung up. There's my taboret, which I can't get to. There's some trash, and there's a box I got to go through. All this has to be cleaned. So this is where my niece was working, or my sister works when she's here, and then my niece will go over there at the desk that I have there. And I put this over here. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the other one over here somehow and keep them, the alcohol markers, because I want them all together and I want to be able to use them all the time. This is my mixed media container. It's an old Coca-Cola container, and they have these 4-inch plastic bins, because if you look in there, it's all cracked and broken, and the bins fit in perfectly. But I want to rearrange that a little bit and be able to fit a little bit more in there, so that'll be something that we do. Just utter randomness. Oh, these, if anybody is ever interested in buying those, do not buy them to drink. They're sharp on the edges. I mean, not sharp like you're going to get cut, but sharp like I wouldn't trust them. They don't look like the pictures. I'm using them right now for pencil holders, but I'm going to actually turn them into, what am I turning them into? Book holders. And then come behind the door. I have a few things in this cabinet, but not much. I hung this up and started putting things on it. I hung some pictures up here, put a face there, my rulers here, hung pictures. This is an actual painting, signed painting from somebody in North Carolina. Let's see. Those are clean towels that need to come in here that I can use for paint. I have an idea for down here. Haven't gotten to it yet. Okay, so there's stencils and stickers, and my journal bin is underneath. Again, plain. I had stickers all over the place. I gotta break these down. These are my books for stencils, and they will be worked on today. My closet hasn't really changed, other than it's just sort of gotten messier. That part hasn't changed. Not really a lot has changed in there. This has changed a little bit. I just put that shelf together. And, oh, this is my new chair. The arms fold down, and show you. So the arms fold down like that, so I can sit cross-legged. Well, I can with the arms up, but I can sit cross-legged. I can get comfy. Yeah, all that, and the back goes down. Oh my God, this thing is a godsend. Alright, so just showing you a quick once over here. Still messy. Been working on it. I got all my pencils put away and marked, tagged, all that. I was working with the Stabilo. Here's a shelf where I put this shelf up and then followed through with the rest of it. That's still working on. These are mediums. Just a junk one. This again, I put a shelf up here, one of those plastic, it's about a 4-inch deep shelf, and here's all my stencil butter. This is going to be my random sprays and stuff, but I've been having to use it for other things. Some more mediums, and yeah, there's that there. And then down here, that is paper scraps, watercolor paper scraps, so I can grab those. And then these are all my sample colors that I do up the, yeah, I'll think of the word and type it out because I can't think right now. Electronics, and this is watercolor, but I just put the inks there. They were up here, so I just set them there right now. So watercolors, watercolors, and watercolors. Now, standing behind my chair, this is my desk area. So this is what I am working with today. There's my lights, and I think I may have to raise that again because as I sit and look across at my sister when she's here, I don't want the lights in her face. So, and it's not working having the camera up there right now. It won't focus, so I gotta figure something else out. But I have a Archon arm, and I found out that my my old iPhone, which is still hooked up, I can use that for videoing. Alright, so as I sit down, here are some things that I've made in the past that I haven't finished. I've got tons of those cards, I've got checks, I've got a lot of coffee dyed items, I've got a bunch of just random things I've coffee dyed over the years, and I've got a whole box of coffee dyed and eco dyed and cabbage dyed, I think it was, paper in a bin over underneath the wooden items. There's my new clock, which I love. So, if I move this, you see the hello. Figured that was appropriate with all the metal. Scrapers and stuff. So this is what we're aiming at, is to organize this along with the shelves behind me and maybe some of these drawers so that I can use them. Yeah, there we are. Okay, just a quick cut in. You guys are all the way over there. Alright, so I'm doing Distress Oxide and Distress Ink. They are the minis, and they are all in here. And I just finished doing the archival ink right there. Alright, so I think I just showed you. I took these out of one of these drawers. They are a bunch of little stickers that I got off Temu and Amazon. They have been sorted. I organized them by what I wanted category-wise when we left Georgia over, what, year and a half, almost 2 years ago. And they fit in here perfectly. So they will go in these drawers. Alright, so you've seen me stack those up there. My sister's coming this afternoon, and I may sucker her into putting a tag on each one of them for what they are, and then put them back up into the drawer bins. And right now I am sorting by size my stencils, kind of by size. And then I'm trying to decide what to do with, like you see the J hook at the top. I had them hanging up, but I have since purchased this is a photo, 12 by 12 photo bin. And I'm gonna put my stencils in here because at the moment we still don't have the shelf there, and I have a big shelf to go up there, and none of that has gotten done yet. So that's where I'm at, and I'm gonna keep going. All right, amidst sorting out by size my stencils, I have a whole pile, but then I remembered I have my Tim Holtz on here and some random square ones. Well, I don't know if I actually want to put them. These are 2 different size pockets, and I actually was going to use these for my stamps, but the 12 by 12, the pink one that's so pretty, keeps opening up. So I think I'm going to set this aside for just 1 minute, because one problem I came across are these are extremely slidey. So I have little nubbins, little feeties, and I'm going to put them on all those tins and those tins so that they don't slide all over the place. My sister's here.